Do you have a sunny spot in your yard that's a little bare, a little empty? You need to fill it with something gorgeous and flowering, and you're looking to attract pollinators, hummingbirds, and butterflies? Haha, I have got the perfect shrub for you. Stay tuned. Hey friends, welcome to Gardening with Creekside. I am Jenny, and today I am going to tell you about the wonderful, the one, the only butterfly bush. So if you have an empty space in your garden, in your yard, that you need some color, lots of gorgeous blooms, low maintenance, then you might want to consider a butterfly bush. Now, we are standing here in front of our chicken coop, the chicken run, and I have a hedge of the Miss Molly butterfly bush from Proven Winners. These have been planted here for about 5 or 6 years because I needed to give the chickens some shade from that late afternoon sun. They're gorgeous, they're great, they're low maintenance. I love them, as does the wildlife. So, butterfly bushes are absolutely wonderful because they attract all of your pollinators, your honeybees, your bumblebees, your butterflies. Hummingbirds absolutely love it. And in fact, I don't know, you probably can't see right now, but I have a little green skink, lizard, gecko, whatever you want to call it, right next on a bush to me. So hopefully he'll stay over there and won't jump on me, but we shall see. He is quite friendly and loving his butterfly bush that he is on. Now, requirements for butterfly bushes. What are your growing conditions for them? Butterfly bushes absolutely drink sunshine. You must give them at least 8 hours of bright, direct sun. Even for us here in the southern climates, a lot of times I'll tell you, give it a break from that hot afternoon sun. Not butterfly bushes. They love the sunshine. Even if you were to have like 6 hours of sun, it may still not be enough. You've got to have at least that minimum of 8 hours. We love butterfly bushes too because they are not fussy. They are not high maintenance requirements when you're planting them. In fact, they only want you to dig a hole, plop them in the hole, and put the soil back. They like to be planted high. You want to plant, when I say plant high, that means if this is your soil level, you want your root ball to stick above it. You'd never want to plant a butterfly bush even with the soil or below it because they hate being wet. Butterfly bushes like to have dry roots, dry feet. I've talked about it a bunch of times here in North Carolina where we are. We have tons of red clay. Red clay is great. It does hold the moisture, but that can be problematic for these girls because they do like to have wet feet. Dry feet, not wet feet. And our soil can be wet. So you plant them high, and then when you do mulch it, you just go gently around it. You never bring the mulch straight up to the base of the butterfly bush. Also, a lot of y'all, we're going to say bless your heart to you, because you've got to believe me, when you dig your hole, even if you have gosh awful red clay, do not put anything in that hole. Do not put compost. Do not put potting soil. Nothing. Dig your hole, put your shrub in there, put the soil back. Root ball sticking about 1 inch or 2 above the soil. Because what happens is, especially in the winter, we have a lot of wet winters here in the south. If you amend that hole with compost, potting soil, whatever, anything other than your native soil, is what calls the bathtub effect. So you've got this hole and you've got all this water that sits in there with this extra soil that you've put in there, and it can't escape. That is going to cause your roots to rot. So if you lose a butterfly bush in the wintertime, it's probably not due because it's too cold, because they can actually go up to zone 5, which is really cold. That's Chicago, up there near Canada. It's probably because they drowned and they were too wet. If you plant your butterfly bush and it has irrigation, you have irrigation in your lawn, you need to make sure that this does not get saturated. These butterfly bushes are not on irrigation. This whole bed is not on irrigation. I have the Miss Molly, I have the daylilies, then I have the Supertunia Vista Snowdrift, the new one from this year. There is no irrigation here. I do have a hose, so when it's really hot, I'll water the Supertunias. The butterfly bushes, I leave alone. They are well established. They do not like to be wet at all. One last thing on butterfly bushes as far as maintenance. You must prune them because they bloom on new growth. So that means late winter, early spring, you want to give your butterfly bushes a really severe haircut, especially if you're here in the south in these warmer climates, because they do massive growth in a season. You've got to bring them down a level. If you do not prune your butterfly bushes, you're going to have blooms way up top and none at the bottom. So come this winter, I will take this butterfly bush and I will bring it probably at least down to here, if not more. There's just been tons of growth this year. I need to bring these guys down some so that they are more compact and I have blooms all over, just not on the tippy top. So make sure that you are pruning your butterfly bushes. Even if they are some of the dwarf varieties like the Pugster or the Lo and Behold series, go ahead and give them a trim. Obviously, you're not going to be cutting them as severely as I would Miss Molly, but you still want to give them a trim, shape them up, so that encourages new growth, which means new blooms. It's fantastic. So go out there and get you a butterfly bush. There are tons of butterfly bushes. A lot of the old-timey ones would be massive. There are newer ones on the varieties on the market, like Pugster. Pugster will get to be basically a 2x2. We sell a ton of those at the nursery because people are looking for little petite shrubs to put in their landscape or a large pot. It's fantastic. Miss Molly is around typically that 4 to 5 foot range. If I had pruned her more like I should have, she'd been around the 5 foot range. Right now she's around the 6 to 7. So just go out there, explore, look for the different ones that are available for you. They come in all sorts of colors, the blues, the purples, the pinks, whites, you name it, they have it. Hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope it has helped you and it's been informative. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to Gardening with Creekside, and we will see y'all next time. Bye, friends. He's going to attack me.